Commander Numpty, and you've just been watching my boat, and we've just been descending, or rather we are descending, but I'm going to push the nose forward just a little bit. So our mission is to intercept
Passing 400 feet.
an enemy task force, if you like, that's somewhere in the Norwegian Sea, and this might be it. We're not entirely sure right now. It seems a little small as a task force, but
Passing 500 feet.
I believe it was Yoda that once said, "Judge me not by size, for my ally is the Force." Well, in this case, they have a Eudaloi, or a Eudaloi. And Eudalois are bad news. They are the dedicated
Passing 600 feet.
anti-submarine warfare type of the Soviet Navy, and they carry helicopters and they've got a good sonar. So right now I'm just paying attention to his sonar return off me. Though I gotta say, the Sovremeni is also
Passing 700 feet.
doing reasonably well in terms of detecting me compared to the Cresta 2. So these warships are some considerable distance from me. We estimate that they're 25, 26, 27,000 yards, if not well, slightly further for the Sovremeni, 29,000 yards. So they are technically within range of my torpedoes, which is good. But like I say, they are some considerable distance away. So,
Passing 800 feet.
given that they won't detect me at this range, it's tempting to fire off a couple of torpedoes and see what happens. They will have air cover. One, possibly two helicopters, maybe fixed wing. And not being detected is going to be very, very useful. So usually I wouldn't do something like this. Usually I would get a little closer, or a lot closer. But I think what I'm going to do today, I'm going
Passing 900 feet.
to try doing something of a Royal Navy technique, which is, the whole point of the Tigerfish weapon is that you can fire it before they even know that you're there. And it's quite a quiet weapon. Now, Mark 48 is not quiet in the same way as the Tigerfish, but let's give it a go, because, what's the worst that happens, right? We'll tell this thing to go out to a range of 15,000 yards. Now, if the wire breaks, it sucks. But if it doesn't break, great.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
And the second one as well.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
Great. We lost the wire on that one. So I'm actually going to send out 3.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
Oh my word. I don't really want to send out 4.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 0, 4, 8. Contact faded.
Okay, we're not going to send out 4. I'm going to go ahead and reverse my turn.
Come left 2, 3, 1, 6.
This
Helm
didn't really
aye.
work out as I hoped. I got to get out of dodge. Well,
Make turns for 1, 5 knots.
I'm going to
Maneuvering
send the one torpedo with a wire north. That's a bit unlucky that we lost the wire on those. So, the 2 torpedoes that have no
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 1, 5 knots.
The 2 torpedoes that have no wire are going to do one or two. Well, they're going to do a few things. One, they might completely give away my location and my position, or at least where I was. So that's why we want to get out of here. So we're going to move at 15 knots. We're going to move in the opposite direction. 2, they may be a threat on the enemy warships, or anything else that happens to be in the way. I don't know if they truly are that
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
truly are that distance from me, and if they are that distance from me, then yes, it's possible that those torpedoes might find out and attack a target and be successful. Never discount the Mark 48. It's a really impressive weapon.
Con, helm, steady course.
They've got whiff of something out there, and that's great, but that's probably a helicopter drop torpedo. But more likely, they're going to give away the fact that there is a submarine out there and it is hunting them. And this Sovremeni he's fast enough that he can get away from me. 33 knots, yeah. The Eudaloi and the Cresta 2, I think they may be possibly the same speed. I'm not that concerned about them getting away from me, me getting away from them. Okay. Cresta 1, Cresta 2, 34, yeah, I can't get away from him. And the Eudaloi 35, oh great. But to be fair, yeah, there's not much I can...
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
So we're kind of almost inverse notching my own torpedo here. We're turning away from it. We're double backed on ourselves, more or less. I did a complete U-turn. Not quite. You might call this a politician's U-turn. Well, it's almost a U-turn, but not really. And the thought here is that I'll attack from a different vector now. Yes, I get it. I'm attacking from the same vector that I'm traveling in. I'm aware of that. It's a flaw in my plan, but I've got some more Mark 48s for anything that decides, warship-y like, that decides, fancies a piece of me. Also going to change the torpedo's course as well. But really, I want this torpedo to extend far north of the target and then attack from the northwest. I'm going to go ahead and accelerate time. This Sovereign seems to be coming right at me, and it may well be that he's going to come under threat by those 2 torpedoes I've fired. So let's accelerate time and let's see what happens. He's coming right at me. He can't hear me yet. I can't hear the others though, which is not always great. I'm going to run my speed back down to 5 knots.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I'll have better acoustics over anything else that's going on out there.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Okay, so my plan to attack from the northwest is going to work, which is great. But the question is, when do these 2 Mark 48s go live? And I couldn't answer that. So I'm going to go ahead and divert this torpedo east. So they might think that there's a submarine to the northeast, as well as a submarine to the northwest, as well as one to the southwest. And I am, of course, just west. So, in theory,
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 071.
it's going to work out. I need for these 2 Mark 48s to go live, and I don't know when exactly they are set to go live. Oh, little spoiler alert: there's 2 torpedoes coming towards me, or at least towards where I was. There's ice up there as well. Okay. I did make a couple of tweaks to the Greenling. This is the boat that dropped quite a bit below her test depth about a decade before the time of this video, and so I took the artistic liberty of recertifying her test depth. It's quite a bit deeper than a normal permit, because she took it once, she'll take it again, right? Not a life lesson. So, the hope there is that we can go that little bit deeper. I think we can go 1650 foot is what we changed it to, from 1312. Another 100 meters, essentially. So far, this is working, except those 2 Mark 48s are going to go live way too late. So let's accelerate time again. Possibly shouldn't have sent the second one, but... Oh, we know exactly where the crest is. So the Crested 2 is going to come under threat then from these 2 Mark 48s. Yeah, he's dropping a bunch of torpedoes in that direction. Okay, and I think it's about time to get Torpedo 1 to go live. We're actually going to wait till we see the whites of their eyes. Okay, let's remove the accelerate time. I want to...
Come right to 338. Helm aye.
What's the Sovereign Eagle? You said 8. It's okay. I think I'm clear of these 2 torpedoes in terms of their sensor range, which is nice. I'm almost at the time where I want to tell my torpedo to go ahead and intercept. In fact, I'm actually going to do that now. Let's make Torpedo 1 live.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
So it's going to spiral up. I'm actually going to force the torpedo to go up in a straight line. Turn it slightly. I really want to hit this guy first pass. No, I don't know whether those 2 Mark 48s, the unguided, unwired ones, will truly threaten that Crested 2, but they've certainly made him turn away. So in that regard, they've helped. Okay, let's make this thing. Let's this thing go live.
Helm, steady course.
I don't think the Sovereign detects my Mark 48, so let's see if we can watch that. Oh. Here we are. Oh, that's a pretty good shot. Hey! Have one of these. Okay, well, he's not dead yet, but he's not in a in a good way. And that's interesting. So now we'll reload that. So now I really need to do with a reload to hit this guy again. But if I fire right now, there's a good chance that they're going to know where I am. So let's let his speed bleed off. He might go down to 0 knots. He might be crippled and sit in the water. And he may eventually sink. Or maybe hobbling along at like 6 knots. So either way, I'm going to let this pan out. Let's accelerate time. I don't know where the Udaloy is. He might have bugged out.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
He might have bugged out, which is embarrassing for him because he's the premier. Okay. Premier anti-surface warfare warship. Now, that Cresta 2 fired a 3rd USS 80, or possibly a 1st. And it's a threat to me. So I gotta get my speed up. Now, this Sovereign. Is he able to detect me? No. Okay. Front of 15. I can
Make turns for 15 knots.
I can actually run quicker as well. Let's run to 20 knots.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering
I know there's a bit of distance between me and that USS 80, but I don't like USS 80s. They're nasty pieces of work. So let's accelerate time again.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots.
I think I'm deep enough such that I should be able to avoid anything, but let's run back to 15.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering
I think I want to get the torpedo out against the soft belly.
Maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
I believe the one I selected, torpedo 3, I think that's a mod 0. So let's go ahead and get out this torpedo. Let's guide him to about where this torpedo is here. And just in case I lose it, we'll put him into, no, let's a bit further. Put him into a circle on the surface.
Shoot tube 3.
It
Aye,
worked.
sir.
Great. There it goes. Okay. Get back onto accelerate time. So this Sovereign may
Come right to 351 helm I.
come under threat if we do nothing with that torpedo. Oh, well, look at that. But I'm going to pop this thing up close to the surface. He's doing 20 knots, so he's still in the fight. Beautiful. Pretty much ambushed this guy with a torpedo factory.
Con sonar lost contact.
You know,
Sierra 1, last bearing 097. Contact faded.
okay, I'm going to send the torpedo away from me a little bit more. Let's try and increase the angle between me and it, so that when it runs to attack mode by switching around and heading northeast, it's not going to give away my location quite so obviously. Right, I think he's detected the torpedo, so let's go ahead and run it live. Do that on the surface. Oh, actually no, it's still some distance away. He's still 3,000 yards. Okay. Correct time to make it live. It's rising up the surface. It's going to be an in-your-face kind of shot.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Sovereign appears to have detected the torpedo. Good. I'm going to watch this engagement here. Yep, he's turning away. Big angle at angle there. He's got a big hole in the side here. Just around about the waterline. Pretty sweet looking, when you say sweet, it's a very, well, it looks very warshipy. Guns and radomes and radars and missiles and all sorts of stuff that's about to end up at the bottom of Davy Jones' locker, because this Mark 48 may not have the sensors of the later one, but it's still as quick and as stubborn.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 102.
And is defeated by countermeasures, at least in the short term. He's sitting quite low in the water as well. I think he's taken on a bit. Let's let it go.
Con, fire control, weapon.
Con sonar lost
Oh,
contact.
that's a shame.
Sierra 3, last bearing 103. Contact breaking up.
Oh well, we didn't get to see it get hit. Either way, though, indeed. Let's get a reload going. Okay, so I don't know if that was our primary target, but what I do know is that we got it. And they're sometimes called capital warships. Our mission's to sink the capital warships. So
Con, torpedo room.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
get down to ultra quiet. Let's see if we can
Con,
hear.
maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Okay, Udaloy is coming back to investigate the Sovereign. So it was tempting to get a Mark 48 out for my buddy Mr. Udaloy here. I think I will, because I don't like the Udaloy. It's a nasty, nasty weapon. Weapons platform, I should say. I think I'm going to reserve a more powerful torpedo for you. Please don't break the wire.
Shoot tube 4.
Thank you.
Aye, sir.
So what we're doing here is we're getting the Udaloy out and we're getting the weapon out early, and it's not going to hear that. I should check that first. I assumed it wouldn't hear it. It's not going to hear it. Not going to hear the launch, I should say. We're running the torpedo away from me. I'm going to run it east now. And the plan here is the Udaloy, he's probably cracking on. Well, he's not, he's doing 40 knots, but he's probably going to crack on to 35 if he thinks he can detect a launch. And, oh, I know where he is now. We'll have to wait and see how... 5,000 yards south of me is where the torpedo is, give or take 5,000 to 6,000 yards. I don't think if his torpedo is targeting me directly, even if it's a USS 80, it shouldn't be able to detect me. So I'm going to accelerate time. I feel lucky doing this, but I can't. I was going to say I can't detect his torpedo, but there it is, and he's launched another one, so he's coming on very quickly. I think it's doing 40 knots, unless that's the Cresta 2, or that's an airdrop torpedo. That might be the helicopter. And you know, I don't want to ruin the immersion, but let's F4 it. Yeah, we can't really tell. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh. This helo is, I think, coming right at me. Oh, maybe not. All sorts of... That's a pretty big iceberg. Okay, there's a lot of ice around me. Right, let's go back to the map view. There's a lot of ice around me, and that's to be fair, I should really pay attention to that, because it'll make a difference as to how effective my torpedo is. The Udaloy is still doing 14 knots, so let's accelerate time again. So assuming that is the helicopter that's dropped a torpedo, that second torpedo tracking southwest is the USS 80 from the Udaloy. I've still got 15 minutes left on Torpedo 4's fuel, so let's turn it towards the Udaloy now. Our expected position of the Udaloy. There he is. Yeah, he's just accelerated now. This is my torpedo here. In fact, we hear the wreckage of the Sovereign somewhere around us. There it is. Okay. So, the Udaloy is turning away. Let's switch back to me for a second so I don't hear that creaking noise. He's turning away, and I think what I want to do is I should chase him. So yes, you can go very quickly, but not as quick as 55 knots, which is my torpedo's top speed. Or 40 knots when it's in navigation mode. He's cranking it on. I'm going to make this thing live, but let's not tell it to rise to the surface right now. And the reason there is it's possible that there's an iceberg in the way. So we're gonna kind of, I would say, cheat a little bit. It looks like there's nothing in the way. We can just about see the Udaloy at the top there of the screen. So we're gonna bound along here under the waves. We're trying to shorten the trip. He might turn away. Got 8 minutes of fuel left. I think I've got enough to reach the target. 7 minutes of fuel left. Well, it's going to be close, but in fact,
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 093.
we're going to get a harpoon. In fact, we're actually going to get multiple harpoons ready. I'm going to get some harpoons ready. Now, I don't particularly want to use the harpoons, but it's one of those things where, you know, if I feel the need to, I most definitely will. Turn this torpedo towards the target again. So the harpoon, it will give away my location, so the helicopter's going to know where I am.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 093.
He's going evasive. He clearly thinks that this is a better quality Mark 48 than it really is, and that's something I'm going to use to my advantage, I think. Although it is a... Looks like it's a mod 1, I think. I'm going to go active soon, at least within the range.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Right. So now the torpedo is going to rise to the surface very, very quickly. Like so. Above the layer. Better chance of detecting it. It's acquired it. And we have just under 5 minutes of fuel left. So in front of this torpedo is the Udaloy. I think he's going to get one of these. And if we look carefully,
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
see some noise
Con
makers.
sonar, noisemaker bearing 094.
There's another one. It must be coming side on because my Mark 48 is not vexed by this in the slightest. Yep, he's heading north. It's from north to south. See the torpedo changing course slightly. 4 minutes 15 left on the torpedo. I want to actually just switch back to this view. Am I threatened by anything? No, I can tell. I'll ping the boat active, see if we can actually see it. It'd be nice to see what we're about to hit. We are. It's about to drop another noisemaker, I think.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 096.
So I'm going to manually guide the torpedo towards him. Right, so I'll just use the number keypad here.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Turning very hard towards me. Let it go, see if it requires him. Not yet. Turns away again. Go ahead and do that. Oh, it's disappointing. I'd love it if you catch him. Let's turn off my active sonar. Let's put the HUD
Con
back on.
sonar, noisemaker bearing 097.
Right on top of it. Come on. Where are you?
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 097. Contact breaking up.
Okay, not quite the kill shot I was hoping for, but we took care of him. Right, well, that's 2 down, and I did expend, I think, 3 torpedoes, but hey, it's worth it. Now, I don't know if this is my primary target or not. So, I'm going to accelerate time. In fact, let me pause the recording. We'll see if that Cresta 2 circles back, because it may well do, and I might just try a...
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
kill it with harpoons at a distance. Yes, I will most definitely get the attention of the helicopter.
Come right to 040. Helm I.
Let's turn northeast, but the helicopter has probably got nowhere to land now. I don't know, can the Cresta 2 have a helo? I would be surprised if it can't. Say. He does, okay. Yeah, so he does have somewhere to land, or at least ditch and get recovered. Okay. What the Cresta 2 is an anti-submarine. Maybe it's the Cresta 1 I was thinking of as the anti-ship, but either way. Let's accelerate time. Let's see what happens.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Con, helm.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
We'll run to ultra quiet. We don't detect him. We hear him, we just don't know where he is. I think he's ran away to shallower water. Okay. I think that just about knocks it on the head for this
Come
one
left
then.
to 278. Helm I.
Gonna go ahead and let myself slip away. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got something from it again. Nice to see the Greenling kind of dispatch quite a potentially difficult surface fleet fairly easily, but yeah, there are definitely tougher fleets out there. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something from this, and I'll see you the next time. Thanks so much, everyone. Goodbye.